Hey guys, my name is Anotando Mulosi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're talking about finances again. Today I won't be long. Just want us to talk about savings. I want to first ask a question. If you were to lose your job today or tomorrow, would you be able to survive for the next 6 months while you're looking for a job, or for the next year while you're looking for a job? Or if tomorrow you were to wake up and you be in an accident and then you won't be able to continue to work, or your boss calls you and say, look man, we've done everything we can, but we couldn't save the business, unfortunately we gotta let you go. Would you be able to survive without an income for the next 6 months while you're still trying to find your feet, still trying to figure out what you're gonna do next, or where is your next income gonna come from? Would you be able to survive? Well, in most cases, most people won't. And the reason why, it's because we tend to not take savings seriously, especially while we're still having an income. We tend to ignore, we tend to procrastinate and say, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. We tend to postpone, and we tend to come up with all sorts of excuses why we cannot save. So today I'm not gonna be long. All I want to say, I want to encourage you guys to do savings. It all boils down to savings, savings, and savings. We always hear finance people talking about emergency savings account or emergency fund. Okay, in simple terms, that is an account where you put savings that will be equal to your 6 months of income. So if you're earning 6,000 rands a month, then you will make sure that you have 6,000 rands times 6 months in that savings account. So that's in case of an emergency, or in case something happens, then at least you have that savings account. But we tend not to take it seriously, guys. And today I just want to come and encourage that. I want you to start taking savings seriously, because one day you don't know when you will be in trouble, or when will you be having problems, and then you won't be able to have an income. We've seen with corona and the lockdown that a lot of companies have closed and a lot of people have lost their jobs. Yes, it's sad. So we know what happens, we know how painful it is. Some of them are close to us, we know what they were going through. You understand? So all I want to say is to say, just start saving. Whether you're starting with 100 rands, whether you're starting with 200 rands, whether you're starting with 500 rands. Obviously I can't prescribe and say this is so much that you need to save. Obviously we don't earn the same income. We all have different salaries, and we all have different life requirements. We all have different expenses. So obviously our lifestyles won't be the same. So is our savings, and so is our incomes are not the same. So I know most people tend to make this mistake of thinking that savings is as a result of having a higher income, of which that is not the case. I always say, if you can't save when you have 1,000 rand, don't think that just because now you have 100,000 rands, automatically you'll be able to save. No, it doesn't work like that. Saving is a habit. It's a discipline that you instill in yourself. It's a habit that you create for yourself. So you can only create a habit by starting to doing what you want to do, by starting to practice the habit that you want to create for yourself. So if you want to save, you must start saving, because there will always be excuses why you cannot save this month, why you have to postpone it to next month. But you need to start now with the income that you have, so that you create that habit for yourself. Because it's not like just because when you have a lot of money, it automatically comes with lessons on how to save. No, you need to start managing what you have, and then you won't have any problems when you have a lot of money. Because when you have a lot of money, I can imagine if I was earning 1,000 rand, obviously I would stay in an area that I can afford, that will be within that 1,000 rands, and I would be obviously using a taxi or whatever the case is, because my salary is in that bracket. But should I start now to earn like 20,000 rands, obviously, one, I will look for a place that is within the range, due to a lot of reasons, not because I have a lot of money. I understand sometimes there's safety involved, because I know the safest areas, they are the most expensive, especially if you're staying in Cape Town. And then secondly, obviously I would be thinking, let's say I would be finding a place where there are even no taxis, for example. It's safer, but then there are no taxis. Then I will be forced to either use Uber each and every day, and that can be so much expensive. And then now I'll be forced to go and buy a car. So your problems or your expenses also increase when your salary increases. So if you don't create the habit while you still starting with what you have, then you will struggle when you have a lot of money, because as you grow, your expenses or your problems also grow. That requires finances. So I want you guys today to start saving, whether it's 50 rands, whether it's 100 rands, but just tell yourself, obviously you don't want to start something that will strain you, or that will make it difficult for you to even live. So at least just start with something. If you can, start with 100 rands, and then you continue every month, making sure that you lock away that 100 rands. And then when you see, okay, now your salary has increased next year, then you continue with that. You do 200 rands, or if you can, or 500 rands. And sometimes what I see people doing, it's not always possible because of the inflation, food going up, petrol prices going up, is that for those who are working and who are getting employed, who are getting salaries from their employers. So when there's an annual increase, what most people do that are so disciplined, they use that increase. When it comes, they minus it and then stay with the salary that they are used to, and they minus that and put that away to their savings account, and put that away from their income. So please guys, I know it's not as easy. Sometimes it's always good to just talk, but I've always been through this myself. I've been through like a lot of stages in my life, so I know exactly the difficulties of saving. I know exactly the difficulties of creating that habit, but it's something that needs to be done, because one day when you are in trouble, then you realize the importance of saving. Okay, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like my videos and share if you find value in them. Cheers for now. Bye fam.